Hello guys, welcome to another Brawl Stars video. In this video we're going to be talking about the best map to play Colt. And if you guys seen my older videos, like probably one of my first 5 videos, you'll probably have seen the strategy for this map, and that how Colt is the most important character for this map. And well, of course, this is Colt's best map just because of the combination of how the map works and how well he plays on defense on this map. And if you guys want the specific strategy on this map, like the specific team combination, I have a video on that, and the link for that's going to be in the description, so look out for that. But if you guys play this map at any time, you guys are going to know that this map is extremely difficult to defend in. I mean, offense it's very easy, but defense is extremely hard. Because since the safe is way up, if they even get close to the safe, it's game over, because they're just going to crowd around, and then all 3 of them are going to be shooting it at the same time, and it's just very hard to defend. But I'm going to show you guys with Colt how you can defend it, and defend at a very good rate. While on offense, you'll most of the time win like 90 to 95% of the time you play this map with Colt. Alright, so the specific strategy with Colt, if you've been watching so far in this video, you'll notice that what you do is you always go towards the right side, not the left, always the right, while you're in offense. And the reason for that is these bushes give you a lot of cover to get in really close, but you can also retreat further back if they have you at low health, so you can just go back and just evade their attacks. And then you can just keep popping out and then trying to shoot them to build up your super. For the first 30 seconds to 45 seconds, you want to build up that first super as fast as possible, because you want to blow up that wall near the safe, so your regular attacks can go on the safe. So then at any time after you've blown up those walls, you see that the enemy, they're not defending that specific area, you can just move forward and then start shooting all of your regular attacks at the safe. It does a lot of damage, and you can always just retreat back to the bushes if like they start attacking you. And at the same time you do that, you want to keep building up your super again, because with your super you can stand back even near the grass, like really close, about right here, and you can still hit the safe. It's just devastating, and throughout the game you're probably going to get about 3 or 4 supers, so you can probably do a ton of damage to the safe like this. See, right now I just opened up the safe and I just started attacking it with my regular attacks. If you hit all of them and have your attacks maxed on Colt, you're going to do 600 damage per shot, which is a lot of damage. And that's what you usually should try and max out first on Colt. It's the damage, because that's what Colt is, a long range damage dealer. So you want to build more on his strengths. As you can see here, we're just hitting it with the super and then hitting it with our regular attacks, and we're doing a ton of damage. And then as for your teammates, what you usually want them to do is go towards the left side, because they're gonna attract the attention of the enemy team. And then you as the Colt can stay on the right side and chip away at the safe's health. It's a very efficient strategy and it works very well. And most of the time on offense you can have any team composition, but if you have Colt and you do these things right, you're gonna win 90% of the time, because it's extremely easy to win on offense. The defense, they're just at a disadvantage while they're on this map, especially with that lake that they just added that was meant to help the defense, because now the offense always knows that the enemy stays around that lake area, so they can't move around. Before, the defense themselves could hide in the bush where that bull is at, but now they can't, because that lake, they removed like half of the grass from over there. So it's a lot harder to defend, even though they added like 1,500 health to the safe. And right there we had a clutch moment, that clutch kill, it was insane. And now for the defense, which is of course the hardest part. before they did that update where they put that lake to the right over there, me and my bandmates, we actually won on defense like 75% of the time. It was insane because of how much we could move around. But now that lake actually makes it harder for the defense because we stay around this area, which is very predictable. Like, look, we can't move around very much, where before we could just easily walk into the lake right here. But as you just saw a few seconds ago, that's the primary purpose of the Colt on this map. You want to break all the walls as much as possible. First, when I get my first super, you break that wall right there. You stand right there and just shoot up and try and break as many walls as possible. And with your second super, you want to stand right here and break this horizontal wall right here. You want to make sure that you don't use your super to try and kill people. Your first two supers you need to prioritize and use on those two walls as fast as possible. That's because now, since you have a long-range character, you can just start shooting as they try and walk down to the safe, like this. And you can see now why the lake actually hinders the strategy a little bit. Because now you can't move around as much, so it's more predictable where you're going to be. Before we could just hide around and move around a lot more, but now we have to stay towards the left side because that lake's going to block our way for trying to hide from the enemy.
I'm too good.
But yeah, even with that lake change, I still win with Colt on defense about 60% of the time. Combine that with the offense, which is almost a guaranteed win, Colt is very good on this map. But to win, you usually have to have a certain combination of characters. And you usually want to use those characters almost always, because or else on defense you're not going to win a lot. And that defeats the whole purpose of playing on this map with Colt. The first character you usually want to have is a Crow. I know Crow's hard to get, but he's very good at stopping people from regenerating. Because even if you as the Colt are missing, the Crow can keep them poisoned for 10 seconds. So if they're running down your base and trying to regenerate, the Crow's going to prevent them from regenerating. And Crow is great on offense as well, because once you get his super, you can just jump on the safe. And all the daggers, if you jump right on top of the safe, are going to hit the safe at the same time rather than just going in all different directions. And he also provides a great distraction when he does jump on the safe, because you as the Colt can just go near the safe like I showed you in the offensive clips and just start hitting all your regular attacks on the safe while they're distracted on the Crow. The second character you want to have is a Shelly. Now, Shelly isn't a great player on offense, but that really doesn't matter, because offense, if you have the Crow and the Colt on the same team, it's very easy to win on offense. Shelly, you're going to use her more for defense. She can roam around all the grass, and when somebody comes close to her, you just boom, use that super right away. Right here, I'm blowing up the walls with the Colt. I finally got my super. But yeah, as I was saying, Shelly's great on defense, because she can just roam around, hide, and then she has a really high damage at close ranges. One thing I forgot to mention at the start of the defensive clips is with Colt, you always want to go to the left right when you spawn in, while having your Crow also go to the left and just throw a few shots into that straightaway bush, because he's going to give their position away if they went into that bush. While you have your Shelly go to the right, because that's where usually the tanks go, so she can deal with those heavy tanks. But yeah guys, if you execute this really well, you can be a beast with Colt on this map, especially when defending, like right here. It's very hard to defend with almost any other character, but once you open up the map, you can just destroy them. They won't be able to get past you guys and get close enough to do damage to the safe. Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed the content, please subscribe and hit the little bell icon next to the subscribe button to be notified whenever I upload a new video. I'm uploading Brawl Stars videos every single day. And as always, guys, peace.